Hey guys, just finished watching Titans Season 1, Episode 4, Doom Patrol. And oh my god, we get to see the Doom Patrol here. They look so good. Everything looks perfect. Wow, it looks so cool. I mean, I really don't know much about the Doom Patrol more than looking them up for this video and stuff, and I'm definitely going to be checking them out more online, looking at more of their origins and stuff. And I really like how they introduced Beast Boy in this whole episode. It's pretty much kind of a Beast Boy origin. We got a bit of it at the beginning of the episode. And if you go back to the comic books, he first appeared in Doom Patrol, so it's really cool seeing him set up like this, and then kind of obviously teasing, setting them up a little bit for their show coming up later on. So I think that's really going to be fun to see as to kind of where things kind of go with all this. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see as to how much more they're involved in this show, or if it's just a set up Beast Boy type thing. And I think this is really going to be fun to see where things go with the Doom Patrol and stuff. So we see Beast Boy's origin a little bit just before like the intro at the beginning, but we don't. I thought that was going to be like a flash, like showing us his origin there, and then we get it re-explained later on, kind of like taking the middle of the episode, putting it at the beginning, right? But really, we never really see that origin again. We just see it at the beginning of the episode, and that's it. And it's pretty much one of the versions straight out from the comics, where he gets bitten from by the comic books. He gets bitten by a green ape, and then he gets infected, and he gets cured. And the cure that he gets from that ends up turning him, giving them the abilities to turn into animals. But in the comic books, yet here, unlike here, he's different color. He has a green skin, and I'm surprised that they didn't do that. I like they do that obviously when he changes, but I think it's I don't know if they could have changed it up just to maybe not have him get green skin, or maybe give him a tiny bit of a green skin, enough to keep him, to let him go out and do stuff. You not have to hide all the time. I guess that's kind of the idea what they wanted to do with that. But I think it's cool that he every time he turns into a different animal, he kind of he does stuff, and he kind of changes into they kind of explain it a little bit that why he's always turning into a tiger so far, and we haven't seen him turn into different animals. And with the trailer for next episode looking like they're going to be training, at least there was the trailer at the end of the video I was watching, if they train, hopefully he can try and turn into different animals other than just, a tiger. Because if he turns into just a tiger, then that's just going to get out there. The hunters saw him throughout this episode, and then there's going to be, if the reports are always a tiger, someone's going to catch on. So if he turns into something different, I think it would be quite interesting to see that. And we're so used to seeing anyone who's seen Beast Boy in anything other than the comic books, it's been in the cartoons where he changes into all kinds of things all the time. So hopefully he can do different things like that. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully throughout the episodes he starts to learn a lot more different animals, more than just a tiger all the time. Or maybe they could explain it where he's early on in this and he's kind of slowly learning to it, and he's perfected at turning into a tiger. Maybe he has to learn to turn into a different animal, and everyone's going to be a little bit more difficult to learn, and that's how they kind of slowly have him in, instead of having him changing different animals all the time. Like the cartoons, throughout a fight he changed 4 or 5 times. Maybe he changed 10 times in a an episode battle in a long fight, right? Turn into a bird, turn into an elf, fly up high, turn into an elephant and crush something, things like that I think is an interesting idea for him to be able to do. Or maybe even turn into a little mouse and then go underneath the character and just kind of turn into a big elephant and kind of launch to them, things like that they would do in the cartoons that we're obviously not going to be getting that in this show, just because based on the special effects and stuff. And clearly, like, the special effects for him is not bad. They look a little bit kind of obvious that it's kind of special effects. But the special effects on Raven and stuff are really interesting, the way they do that, and I like to do it. So maybe they could just bump it up a little bit on him, maybe for next season or something. Imagine they're all done filming all these episodes. But I think it's going to be cool to see as to where things go with him. So we see that Beast Boy ends up fighting Raven, and he brings her pretty much straight to the Doom Patrol throughout the episode. And then later on, we see that there's a deer in the woods. That's where the hunters, they finally shoot the deer, and Raven stops them from killing him. He dies, but then he comes back to life, and then it's never shown again as to how things are going to go with that. So I think that's going to be cool to play with. That for Raven. She's able to heal things. Later on she does heal when Chief shows up at the Doom Patrol mansion. He brings in another patient, and Raven ends up kind of helping them. He kind of heals her, or at least helping them calm her down to bring her and put her to sleep and stuff, so they could work on her. So that'll be cool to see as to where that character goes for the Doom Patrol show. And I'm definitely going to be looking into more Doom Patrol stuff just to get a base knowledge on them, because really right now all I know is that Beast Boy first appears in Doom Patrol, and that's about it, right? So I think it's going to be cool to dive in deep into them, and I like the characters and the casting so far. And it's been pretty cool to see Brendan Fraser, or hear Brendan Fraser's voice, since it's been such a long time since the last seen him. I think the last movie I probably saw him in might have been at least full movie, something like Looney Tunes Back in Action and stuff. So, which is, I guess, and also another Warner Brothers property and stuff. So I think it's going to be cool to see him here. We see it obviously that Chief brings in a new patient. Raven heals her, and then Chief offers to help Raven and help kind of cure her and stuff. But she changes her mind halfway through, and Beast Boy tries to help her get her out, and he kind of shoots her, and that's when she freaks out and stuff. And Robin and Dick Grayson has to show up to help her type thing. And I think that's really going to be cool to see as to kind of where things all go with all that stuff. And it was really cool to seeing how things are going to go with this. And I think it's interesting at the end we see Beast Boy leaving the Doom Patrol to go work and live with the Teen Titans. Obviously they're pretty much the Teen Titans so far. They just haven't got the name. Hopefully someone can bring it up. I feel like Garth might be the type of character to maybe come up with the Teen Titans name. Hopefully they do get that name by the end of it. How about the Teen Titans? No, just Titans. I think that could be something someone could say, and it could be quite interesting to see that. Or it could be someone in the news, like in the Daredevil stuff, where the news reporters, they are the ones who are giving in the names. We'll have to wait and see as to where things go with all that. But all in all, I'm really excited to see as to where things go. And I'm super excited to see the next episode when it looks like they're going to be training and they get attacked again by the nuclear family and stuff, and to see them start to learn their powers. And hopefully by the end of the episode, I mean, not too much, but kind of get a basics of how to kind of work together a bit as a team, not super duper, not going to be polished or anything, but kind of just basically using their powers together, which versus the nuclear family should be okay. The only reason why the nuclear family had the upper edge on them is because, they all have powers way beyond the nuclear family. It's just they're just better working as a team, and they're a super oiled machine as a team. So having that is the only reason why someone like Starfire should be able to handle them on their own. But she's has no experience fighting. All she knows is how to uncontrollably launch her powers so far. So I think it's going to be cool to see them kind of learning to do their powers together, to see how things are going to work with that. So it's going to be fun to see that in the next episode. So all in all, I can't wait to see as to where things go in there, and see if we get to see Hawk and Dove back. Maybe Raven later on could maybe heal Dove. I think that could be cool seeing that. We'll have to wait and see where things go there. It's really going to be cool to see. And I think we still have a few more characters to see introduced. I'm not mistaken, Tim Drake's supposed to be in here. Tim Drake or Jason Todd. We'll have to wait and see if we get to see them, or if we get to see anything of Bruce Wayne. We'll have to see that, because I think there was a leaked picture of him, Batman type thing, but probably just going to see him in the shadows and for a flashback or something. Probably nothing much. So we'll have to wait and see as to where things go there. But all in all, I'm really excited to see as to where things continue on with here, and I can't wait to see the if any of the Doom Patrol end up coming back. We'll have to wait and see for that. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below. Season 1, Episode 4, Doom Patrol. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.